Bonjour, hello, welcome to MaxMountainWorld. Bonjour, hello. Today you join me at silly o'clock in the morning, but the joy of this time of day, as you can see behind me, is the most phenomenal of sunsets. And this video is going to be about another hired vehicle. This is the Ford Transit Custom. Before I go into the vehicle itself, really must show the view from here. I'm about 5 miles, about 8 kilometres south of Edinburgh. I'll do a little zoom because that's going to just show the colours more as I'm seeing this. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just before the sunrise. You can even see, if I can catch it, I think, on zoom. Where are you? Come on. We even got playing with, I don't know, maybe it'll come out in the screen, but the colours here, just beautiful, beautiful. Planes going past, the contrails are lit up in orange and stuff. Hopefully that'll come out on a larger screen. And camera's focus, not really liking this too much, but again, just an amazing sunrise. Just these clouds all beautifully lit up. Camera's not really doing, well, it is, there we go, over zoomed. I over zoomed it. So yeah, back to the main centre of this sunrise and just the colours of that. What a beautiful morning in Scotland. A little bit chilly, 8 degrees Celsius just now, but wow. The Ford Transit Custom, quite a funky looking thing, certainly better than the last Ford Transit I drove, which was actually the original one. So this one here is the 2-litre diesel. It has 130 brake horsepower or 105 PS. Quite a nippy thing to drive. This one is about 51,000 kilometres and it's been well abused. The steering pool slightly to one side and stuff, but it, generally speaking, everything kind of works on it. So a little look around it. Round here, it's got a fair amount of scores and stuff on it, as I detected in the pickup check. A few things at the back there, as I say, it's been quite well abused. Into the back, the doors are quite good too. They do actually lock open. So if you're on a slope or whatever, they can't shut you and break your legs or whatever. Good scratches around the back and dents and things. Quite funky. And it's got this little affair, which wasn't me. Again, picked up at the pre-collection inspection. Don't you know it? I'm still a poet. So let's go and have a wee look inside. Inside, as you'd expect, in the back. Pretty good. Automatic lights and stuff that come on with the back doors. Well, it's hard to tell without being inside if it does actually shut the lights off when you close the doors. But yeah, as you'd expect a van to be. Side door access, and despite all the bashing and stuff, it all works. Quite easy to operate. I was hoping to have a little look under the bonnet, but I can't find the bonnet catch. I can find something that feels like it's broken where it used to be. I consulted my friend Mr. Google. I can't say the word because otherwise my phone will go mental in my pocket. And yeah, it's non-existent, so I can't access under the bonnet. Sitting in here looking at the passenger area. The seats are filthy, but that's part of the deal. When I've collected the car, it's not actually been cleaned. So side here, drinks thingy. electric windows, ventilation controls, quite nice feel, and it's not too sort of plasticky, tinny plasticky. Quite a large storage in there, maybe some no, there's no storage under there, but yeah, the usual heater controls here, and the heater works really well, air conditioning inclusive. Just running through things as I find them rather than sort of doing mechanicals, whatever. 6-speed box, very highly geared. On the motorway you're doing 70 miles an hour on the speed limit, which is about 112 kilometers per hour. It's only doing 1750 revs, but it is a diesel, so it's a low revving engine anyway. So the usual lights and stuff, yeah, whatever, and another light here, and reading light for one side, reading light for the other, quite funky and functional. Mirror on the old passenger, what's its face, and light in the sun visor, quite well equipped. In the centre here we've got this storage, which I can actually, that's my hand at the far end of it, probably sort of adaptable for mounting a little CB in there or something. Driver's side, same situation, mirror if needed, make your tradesman beautiful, and lights and stuff, so all very well equipped. On the side here, a little sunglasses holder, which is pretty good. The passenger side, that's got the standard hold on hooky thing. Driver's side, in the door we've got the standard electric window controls for left and right. We've got the controls, electric controls for the mirrors, just as standard as you'd expect, and they're not folding automatic, but you can push them and click and fold them away when it's parked. Quite as I said before, you can lock it, unlock it, whatever. Quite good sort of feel to it all, being very solid. The seat itself, well adjustable with recline, forward, back, and also a tilt thing as well. So all pretty good, all pretty well equipped, and feels dead good. We've got the parking sensor off thing, if beep 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 beep, beep pisses you off, and the lighting controls. Now the lights do a pretty funky thing. I was driving it first thing this morning, and when you're actually driving along, you turn left and the left hand fog light comes on, or you turn right, the right hand, it's kind of a bit off-putting at first, but after a while actually it's quite good because it lights up the zone that's not covered by the main headlights. The headlights are absolutely excellent. Entertainment centre, pretty good, pretty funky. It's got the old hazard warnings, your on off. Took me a little while to discover that that's how you activate it all, just by pressing the button there, and you can see it just comes into life. You also got the volume control on there, and we can have, whoa, hey, too loud, radio. We've got all the media stuff, so you can link up phones and things to it, and your phone setting, pairing up phones by Bluetooth, by USB, or by audio cable or whatever, sound settings and whatnot, and the main menu for taking you through all your whatever all this nonsense is all about. And yeah, all pretty good. Took a good long while to find out exactly how it gets used. It's not a user-friendly thing on a sort of I've just arrived basis, but once you have got it running, it works really well, and the sound system's fantastic. I couldn't get it to pair up to my phone very well on USB, and it wouldn't do it on Bluetooth. I don't know if that's been set by the hire company or not, but certainly through the audio cable, no problem at all, and it sounded fantastic playing my own stuff instead of radio and whatever. Sport stuff exactly as you'd expect it. Turn it on, fires into action. You do actually press the clutch to add blue road. This is all the stuff for your emissions regulations, but it won't actually start. You've got to press the clutch to start. So, but it's got all the usual array of stuff with warning lights and things like that, and your distance to the next, well, till you run out, the mileage and everything. Steering wheel's really good. It's got all the cruise control stuff on the side here, usual stuff with indicators and lights, and over to the right, usual stuff with wipers. A lot of it automated as well. I haven't had time to actually go into it too much. Your infotainment wheel control here, for volume, telephone stuff, whatever, back a track or forward a track. But I find that the standard, you've got your hand in a standard driving position. It's good for turning the volume down, but you've kind of got to bring the arm up a wee bit to operate the volume back up again. And the same over on this side. I don't know, I've not sussed out, it's probably obvious, but I'm stupid what this control does. But generally speaking, the wheel's quite small, a nice comfortable thick rim, and it's a very comfortable and funky and really quite good looking wheel. Horn works grand as well. So let's take it for a little spin and see what happens. Clunk click every trip. The old original seatbelt adverts. Clutch in, fire it up. Very smooth, very quiet, very comfortable, and very nice feel to the driving position, which I've already adjusted for myself. And she runs really well. 6-speed box, as I said before. Diesel, a lot of grunt and then nothing. But it drives really nice. The steering is very sensitive. A little bit demisting needed here. I can't see out. So let's blast that up. Pretty much instant demist. So third gear, fourth gear, 50 miles an hour, and yeah, she drives nice, very nice, and very good steering, responsive, and can't really complain. It's a very nice high position, obviously, in a van. We've got nothing behind us. I'm going to go a slight uphill here, but what I'll do, I'll stop just as if I've come out of that entrance there. Do a little 0 to 60. We are actually going uphill now. So 60, 100 kilometers an hour. So yeah, pretty quick as well. Pretty quick off the mark, but obviously the van's empty. A lot of torque with the diesel engine. As I said before, 2 litre diesel, 130 brake horsepower. She runs nice. So just do a quick turn around, put it into bends and stuff, and she does actually corner pretty well. Handles pretty nicely, very good feedback on the steering, and mirrors are lovely with all the blind spot activation and everything. And you can, very nippy, very quick. In 6th gear, it's basically just phenomenally comfortable. And also the cruise control works very well, although I did find one quirk on it, and that is that, say you're driving along and you're on cruise control in 6th gear, if you go up a hill, it's got trouble getting there, so you, being a manual box, drop it to 5th, you've got to reset your cruise control back again, which is a bit annoying, but there you go, nothing's perfect. So just having floored it there, I've instantly lost 20 miles in the estimated mileage to the next fill up. But if I take it easy, that starts creeping up. It just seems to have a little bit of flexibility, whether it's linked into how you drive it, or it's just whether it's pointing uphill, downhill, or swinging about. I don't know. But generally speaking, as a vehicle to drive, it is very nice. So no motorways very close to here, and at this time in the morning they're about to get very busy anyway with the rush hour for Edinburgh. Edinburgh's roads are an absolute nightmare in terms of choking up with traffic and stuff. So the general driving thing, very easy. The clutch, the throttle, very easy, very light, very controllable, good feel feedback. Gear stick is fantastic. The gears are just so easy to find and so easy to operate. Very sharp throw and a very sporty feel to the gear lever. I'm just going to pull in here and that's the drive part over. So there we go. Just a couple of things omitted from the original tour around the inside with the camera. Apart from this storage is everywhere. Obviously it's a working vehicle, so it kind of has to be. It's got a little zone there for dropping your lighter and your fags in or whatever. There's a cup holder or drinks holder. Good storage in the doors as well, down the side there. As you can see, it's pretty handy. That's a bit tinny and whatever. And across on the driver's side, mobile phone holder, I presume. And across here, the same thing, a little storage thingy there. Cup holder there, drinks bottle holder here. The door on the driver's side has all the same storage as well. And up here we have above the dashboard, we have another storage for paperwork or whatever, with the 12-volt socket and an audio in socket and a USB socket for the stereo system, the multimedia and whatnot. So heated rear window control, a blank, the blank switch of death, and another blank, and you can switch the BP off, as I said earlier on. That basically covers the whole situation in here. This kind of looks like it should be storage, but I don't know why it isn't. And there's a little bit here, presumably for manuals or whatever as well, underneath the driver's side. In here as well, the jack and associated tooling for the wheel lock socket and stuff as well. I'll put that back after, it's a bit fiddly. Meanwhile, off camera, deed was done. And over at the passenger side, much the same situation. I don't know why, but maybe there is storage. There's straps and things here, but I'm not going to fart around with that. I don't need to. It's a question mark thingy. But you have to open the door on the passenger side. Quite a funky way of actually doing the fueling. Fueling, basically, it seals itself when you have that door closed. There's auto sealing in here. And of course you've got this new blue doofer daffer thing that's a regulation for emissions or whatever. It did actually come up in the dashboard as a warning that in 1180 miles halfway around Europe, it's likely to run low on that stuff. What happens if we do run low, I don't know, or run out, I don't know. Doors have these little red reflector jobbies in them, and underneath, I've just found with the door open, another piece of sort of storage which presumably can be hidden from sight, from anything, protruding eyes or whatever. So that there, the Ford Transit Custom 2017, October 2017 registration. Way different from the original, which started off all the vans and stuff. So there we go, the review, the Ford Transit Custom. As mentioned, AdBlue, low range, 1181 miles. Yeah, okay, I'll worry about that later. And just as I go as well, a bit of wiperology. So, well, yeah, quite funky, like that. Yes. And as such, they cover more or less all the screen. You look what's happening up near this Doofendaffer at the front here, and more or less, they cover more or less the whole screen. Wow, very good, very quiet, very efficient, and all the usual adjustments for intermittent and all the rest of it. So the music device is just about to get put on, so in a bid to not have any copyright hits, I'm going to end now. Second time round, as usual with my videos, the odd PS at the end of it. So there we go. Ford Transit Custom, my opinion, lovely vehicle. Would I buy one? If I was working, I probably would, but these things, generally speaking, were priced a lot more than their competition, and I would imagine the competition, like cars these days, is keeping up with the Joneses, as it were, keeping up with the Fordses. It has all sorts of other stuff, aircon, as I said before, power sockets everywhere, very well equipped, but I would imagine the competition is too, and perhaps a wee shade cheaper. Oh hey, Ford Transit Custom 2-litre diesel. I'm going to go driving and play some music. As an additional PS, postscript on this, I have actually discovered a couple of things that are pretty neat. One, down the side of the seat here, there is a lumbar support, but also armchair effect, albeit, yeah, it's on a ratchet thing, so it's quite good. There we go. Driving position, mega comfy. Love it.